channel. So this is Monday, January 13th. And yes, and I'm recording. So I recorded an entire video yesterday on Sunday, and when I went back to try to edit it, the camera did not record it with any audio. So there's that. So I already did this complete video of saying exactly what I'm going to tell you now yesterday. Sorry. But I really wanted to get this out. So hopefully I won't be as long-winded as I was yesterday, because I already said the entire story yesterday. But anyway, hope everybody is doing well. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel, or if this is the first time, welcome to the channel. It's just new, it's just starting out, so please bear with me. So this is going to be about Facebook Marketplace and a possible, I wouldn't call it scam, but definitely a learning moment. So on Facebook Marketplace, I sell a little bit here and there. I tinker with it. You know, we have bought in things from Facebook Marketplace before locally where we go pick up. Never really dealt with, you know, the whole shipping and all that through Facebook Marketplace. But on Christmas Eve, I had some downtime because I was waiting for my son to come. Already had cooked. I was, you know, just scrolling, and I happened to see this list of dolls that I had been eyeing. It's from a certain seller that she actually is on some of my doll groups that I'm in. I love, you know, dolls, so I've seen her around. I've seen her sell things. So she was selling an entire lot of dolls. She just showed boxes and boxes of dolls, and some of them caught my eye, and I saw that she was selling the whole lot for $250 with free shipping. So that was, you know, not in my budget at all, you know, nothing that I needed to splurge on. I didn't need any more dolls, but nonetheless, you know, I had been eyeing it for a few days, kept my eye on it. So being that I had some downtime, I just figured, hey, why not? So I reached out. And I, you know, sent her a message. I just, you know, said, hey, can you send me some, you know, more detailed pictures of like what is actually inside of those boxes? And she was responsive right away. She started sending me some pictures. And at that point, I'm thinking, wow, this actually sounds like a good deal. So I'm talking about it to my husband, and he doesn't care, you know. He's like, you don't do anything for yourself, do it, go ahead, you know. So still though in the back of my head, and that's why you're always supposed to listen to your intuition, I was thinking, you know, I don't know about it. So she was going back and forth with me. I offered $225, and she said sure, that was fair. And she said, you know what, I can give you my phone number, because I guess I sounded like I was a little, you know, unsure about it. She said, you can call me now if you want to. I said, okay. So she's in Michigan, called her, had a little conversation. She was super nice, you know, made me feel more comfortable. But that's when she told me that she doesn't do the buying and the selling from Marketplace, inside of Marketplace. That she only takes PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo, or something like that. 1 second. So she told me, you know, when you pay, you know, please don't put that it's for goods, because they take out a little fee. Which, you know, I do buy from some friends that do their little lives and things like that on Facebook. And I know that that's actually true. But, yeah, I wasn't thinking. So I paid her, right? So we're going back now to Christmas Eve, December 24th. I sent the money right over. She got it. She asked for my address, and she said that she would be in touch with the tracking soon, you know, within a day or two. I said, okay. But of course, you know, it's Christmas. I understand, you know, so I let it go a few days. So then finally I reached out to her and I said, hey, you know, do we have any tracking? And she said, yeah, yeah, my husband dropped off, and actually it didn't even fit in one box. You have 3 boxes coming. I said, oh, okay. And she said, as soon as I get the tracking number, I'll send it over to you. I said, okay, great. So I wait, all these transactions between me and her, about like a day to between each other. So I'm reaching out, hi, do you have the tracking? And she's still nice at this point, and she's like, well, my husband went to work and he's the one that sent him. He has the tracking. I need to remember to ask him. So this goes back and forth for a few days. So then finally, I'm just like, look, this is a business, Facebook Marketplace. She's not my friend. I don't know her. I paid her the money, So I reached out to her nicely and I said, look, if you have second thoughts about shipping out those dolls, I get it. You can just send me back my money, right? Because also what kind of caught me as her not being truthful is I have that UPS choice, so it will let me know the minute that a package is scanned in coming to my address. I didn't get anything, so that right there was like a red flag too. I'm like, why aren't I getting any type of notification saying that anything's coming? So she writes me back, definitely not. No, I sent it. I even sent in some extra, things for you and all this. So fast forward, a couple days go by. Then she finally sends me a message saying, you know what? I just want to be truthful with you. My husband lost the tracking. But I can assure you, you have 3 packages coming, right? Okay. So at this point here, I'm just, sick to my stomach. I'm like, look, like I pretty much, I don't know. Something told me, like, you've been scammed. You're not going to get this. So I was just wasting too much time worrying about it. I did contact Venmo. They could not do anything, which I knew they couldn't, but why not? I reported and I told them what happened. So that's why I wanted to make this video just as a warning, which I should have known better, but do not send money to people that you don't know. Don't do that. That's a bad idea. So I left her a review. I did. I mean, it wasn't, I'm not an ugly, I try not to be an ugly person, but it was the truth. I paid this seller on December 24th. She was promising me tracking. I never got the tracking and I never received the items, right? So I think that Facebook Marketplace puts that review on hold for a few days before anybody sees it. So I don't think it was actually published and I don't think she saw it. So that's when, I started talking back and forth with her again. This time she hadn't seen the review, but she was more short, almost like I'm bothering her for my package, like for my own package, like I'm bothering her. So all of a sudden she goes silent for a few days. Then she reaches out to me and says, oh my goodness, she saw the review. I can't believe that you wrote a review about me that you didn't, da-da-da-da-da. I can't believe you did that when you know that I promised you the packages. And I'm like, okay, but, I don't have the packages, so I ignore it. Then on January 7th, so I believe this was like last Tuesday or Wednesday, January 7th was, she sends me a message with just a picture of a tracking number. And the minute she sent me that, boom, I get an email saying a package was scanned in. So I'm thinking, okay, now she mailed it. She didn't mail it when she said she was, but okay, at least I have something coming. But it was just one tracking number, right? So I wait for it, and it was supposed to come on Friday. So this is where the story gets a little sketchy, a little weird. So I get the first package at like 2 something in the afternoon, and I open up the package, and it wasn't that big for number one. Yeah, I mean, it was just a box. And yes, I got the extra doll, which I'll show you, that she said she was gonna throw in to be nice. And then there was just like a lot of randomness going on. Some porcelain dolls, which they were nice, but like nothing that was in the pictures, and just some miscellaneous different things that, you know, really I didn't, you know, wasn't in the messages that she sent me or anything. So at this point, I reach out to her and I'm like, well, I got a box, but you know, I don't really recognize any of these dolls that's in it. And then she starts calling me ungrateful because she put that extra doll in. And now that's when she tells me, I sent 3. Like, but I have 1 tracking number. So that's strange. So of course, you don't even know how much time I spent on this. So then I start Googling, is it possible to get 3 boxes with 1 tracking number? And I was able to find some information saying that, yes, some sellers will do it to save money, but it's definitely nothing that they're supposed to do. Because what happens with that is that you can only track 1 of them. And then the other ones are just out there floating around. So nighttime comes. I get another delivery, box number 2. So box number 2 had more of the dolls that were actually in the picture. So great, right? So at least, you know, because at this point, I'm just like, I'm going to have to accept whatever comes, because who knows if this lady's going to send me anything or not. So there were more dolls, but then, and she was never clear about any of this. I had to do all the checking myself. So I'm reaching out to her, and she's like, no, there's 3. I'm like, but you gave me 1 tracking number. Yes, it's under 1 tracking. I'm like, well, I can't monitor the 3rd one then. And she's like, no, you'll get it. And then she comes back to me saying, asking me like, can you take my review down? So she wants me to remove the review because, of course, I gave her a 1 star. And the funny thing about it is that when I went back and looked, it already has likes. I think it's like 4 or 5 likes on my review. So obviously she's doing something to other people as well. So like, I'm not the only one. So fast forward to Monday, today, I was waiting. So far, it's like, I think it's 6 o'clock at night. I do not have any other box, so the 3rd box is missing. There's tons of dolls that were supposed to have been in that lot that I don't have yet. So I'm not going to remove that review. I mean, I'm just not, because number one, I feel like I've done too much work. Like I've spent too much time on this. I shouldn't be the one that has to go around searching for tracking numbers, hunting down people. If you pay somebody for something, they should be the one that does their due diligence and is giving you the information, if that makes sense. So anyway, I learned my lesson 100%. You know, it's going to be a warning just to everybody else. Be very careful. I mean, not only on Marketplace, but anywhere online. Just make sure that if you do have to pay for something, make sure you're paying it through either Marketplace, and I'm not even sure how safe that is. I don't know, but apparently if you pay it that way, they can track it. But definitely don't do what I did. Don't pay somebody through Venmo, because, you know, they're not going to do anything, because that could be my friend. You know, I could be transferring money to a friend and then telling Venmo, you know, that I want it back. So, I mean, as far as the 2 boxes, and I have a box out there, but then I have a couple of the dolls in here just to kind of show you real quick a couple of the dolls that I have. So the one that she threw in to be nice was this one. And this is actually a Jesmar Cabbage Patch Kid. So he was made in Spain. There wasn't that many of them. If you're a Cabbage Patch Kid, you know, collector or person, you know, then you would know what I'm talking about. So they're a little different. Their skin tones are a little He's a little tan and very, very cute. He has freckles and he's actually in very good condition, like his body, everything. If you can see him, really nice. So I was happy with that one. So that's one of them that I got. And then this one here, it's a little fluffy haired boy and he's fully clothed, super cute. He still has his diaper. And this is one of the originals. So he has the black signature from 1983. So that's another one. And then this one here. So she's, you know, the hair and everything is a little bit more played with condition, but she's super cute. This outfit here is one of the more sought after outfits, and she has her shoes. So she's really cute. The waistband, the diaper I believe is original, and the waistband, like all the Cabbage Patch Kid clothes, mostly all of them, the waistband goes. But she's a cutie. And then, and I'm kind of just showing you all the Cabbage Patch Kids so far because there's other type of dolls too. But here is a preemie. So they're smaller, adorable, has a little, I don't know what you call this, I guess blanket attached to her or him, bald. So that one's super cute too. So I'm pleased with these, you know, and you can kind of see the difference, like I was saying, with the skin tones between the Jesmar from Spain and then this one from the Calico factory. So yeah, but I love them. Cabbage Patch Kids make me super happy. But yeah, there's my little story about the little trial that I've been going through with Facebook Marketplace. And you know how it is mentally. I mean, $225, sorry, hair's all over. $225 is a lot of money, especially nowadays, you know. Yeah, so it, you know, I'm not saying that it took food out of my mouth, but hey, $225, if you pay that much money, it's not like, you know, I sent her $10 for a doll. No, lady, I sent you $225. I mean, be responsible. Keep communication. Send boxes and tracking that, you know, that I'm actually able to track. That's just how I feel about it. So give me your opinion. Tell me what you think. You know, tell me, have you ever gone through the same situation? Have you been scammed? You know, make me feel better. Let me know if you ever made a poor decision like I made. But yeah, I have a box and we will see. I will keep everybody posted to see if the third box comes. My husband is telling me that definitely not. It's not gonna come. So his bet is for no. But, you know, I'm hopeful. You know, we shall see. And then I will, regardless, show you the other box because there are a lot of older vintage dolls in that box that I can show you guys. So, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, this recorded well because I really can't go through this whole story for a third time. So, thanks everybody. Have a great night and stay blessed.